Hey, what's going on, guys? DJS here. Wanted to bring you guys a recap of the Dunkxchange in Portland, Oregon. This was on June 2nd, 2013. I did a recap, and look at these guys right here. Paris Dunks, pretty crazy. I did a recap of last year's Dunkxchange in Portland. It was actually the first time Dunkxchange actually hit Portland, from what I remember, from what I've heard. So this was, I guess, the second annual one in Portland. And I gotta say, I knew that the venue was going to be at Urban Studio, which is actually a venue I've DJed at a number of times. And I know that the venue is pretty darn small, so that kind of let me believe that it was probably going to be a smaller event than what we probably would have liked to see. Also, the fact that this is the second one in a row that it's back to back to um, Seattle, it's kind of like they have the big sneaker show on in Seattle on Saturday, and then they have the little one on in Portland on Sunday. So it's kind of unfortunate. I know a lot of people from Portland went up there. There was some people from Seattle that did come down to our event, but all in all, it was a pretty small event, and I had a lot of fun. Though I have to say, I ran into probably like a dozen people that said they were subscribed to my channel. Some of them knew who I was from the beginning. Other ones, after I got done or just was chatting with them for a second, they're like, "Oh, no way, you're Hess Kicks or whatever," and I was like, "Yeah, that's my my channel and stuff." And so it was cool. Those are two subscribers actually back there as well. And this is what I was wearing on feet. I was wearing the Dorn fours. And you can see the Oregon threes right there. Everybody always loves the Oregon threes. I'm not a big fan of them, obviously, only because I'm an Oregon State fan. And if they had some Oregon State threes, I'd be happy about that. Which JP Custom Kicks actually did a custom pair for James Rogers, who played for Oregon State football, and now I believe he's at the Falcons. Yeah, so he did a pretty dope one. He posted those on Instagram. Pretty rad custom. Anyway, it's crazy when you see a like a sneaker booth, and you just have to look at it really slowly because there's so much stuff that I'd consider like heat on a small table. And obviously, right here are some gems that people definitely very highly sought after shoe. The undefeated fours are just ridiculous. But so it was a small sneaker event. There was not a ton of people there at any given time. I was there for a couple hours, and but there was a lot of heat there. There was a lot of sneakers that I would consider heat, and just a lot of stuff that people had on feet that were awesome. You can see just some stuff here and there, some tiffs over there, and there's a bunch of OG stuff over here. Apparel, and they had some of the craziest stuff. I'll show you guys that in a second. One of my favorite probably shoes that I don't have that I've been wanting is some the Command Force or the David Robinsons, but a lot of Blazer paraphernalia and some Jordan stuff here. Pretty cool stuff. Just a lot of retro, just old school stuff here. Pretty awesome. Old tees and whatnot. But and then I think this is the other side of it right here. Anyway, yeah, it was cool though. There was not as many people, and there's a Tinker signed Harrier right there. There was not as many people as I would have expected, but it was cool because it wasn't a very arrogant vibe. There was a lot of people that just chill and just chatting it up. And if you ask them a question, they were down to chat with you and stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool. Look at these command forces right there, the forces right here. Those things are just insane. I want those guys so bad. He had three different pairs of them though. I was like, how in the heck? He had probably the three pairs in existence. I mean, they're just rare. Obviously, you can see the David Robinson with the pump in the back, and you see the Supremes back there. Again, it was definitely, you probably saw just as much heat as a big Dunkxchange or a sneaker show as you did in this small little event, but it was definitely full of star power in that regard. Let me know what you guys saw, if you guys went to any Dunkxchanges in your areas or any sneaker shows in the last week or however long ago. And if you saw any kicks there, like maybe name like the top two or three that you saw there that you thought was pretty dope. Obviously, my top ones for here would probably be the undefeated fours. I've never actually seen those ones in person, and the Command Force or the David Robinson pumps. And I would say the third one would be probably the Paris Dunks because those ones were really pretty rad to see actually on foot from the dude that was wearing them. Definitely recognized a lot of people here and there. It was cool that the subscribers came up and said hey to me. There was probably a dozen of them again if I didn't say so already. I've had to re-record this video a couple times, but yeah, there was at least a dozen people that came up to me and said, "Hey, it was really cool to be able to meet some of the people." I sent out some pictures on Instagram here and there saying what kicks I was going to be wearing and showing those, so I think people got an idea from that. But yeah, it was really pretty neat to be able to recognize people. There was actually a gal. Love Tasha, if you don't know who that is, she is on Instagram as well. And she's from Hawaii and she resides in Vegas now. She was actually at the event. And so it was cool to meet her actually in person and see her. It's actually her birthday today. So happy birthday to Tasha. But she already headed back to Vegas. So it was just out here for like a day and a half or so, and then she headed back. But I felt kind of bad because it was like if you came to the sneaker event from out of state and you saw like how small it was, you'd probably be like, "Wow, I drove out of state for this small of an event." But you know, it's like again, Seattle had the big event on Saturday, and oh, the wife's phone's going off. Wife, what do you want? Yes, make me a sandwich. I'm just joking. Not really though. Anyway, the wife. Sorry about that. The wife came in the room. She's asking about lunchtime. And look at those OGs right here. Anyway, all in all, it was a fun event. A lot of cool people there. If you came from out of town and you went to it, it was probably a pretty weak show for you guys. But you know, like what I was saying is Seattle had the big one on Saturday, so it's kind of we kind of are the runt of the litter. I hope that we can establish something bigger and better in the future. It didn't seem like there was any promotion for this one at all, so I think that definitely hurt us. A lot of the sneaker boutiques they didn't get involved last year. They had Soul Collector was involved, and for some reason they didn't have Soul Collector involved this year, considering it's based out of Portland, which I most recently found out because I didn't know that as well. So yeah, there was just a lot of local stuff that wasn't here, and because of that, I think that the promotion internally didn't really happen. We saw some stuff here and there about it, but most of the feedback was that it was pretty dead. So hopefully we can make something happen again here next year, and hopefully it'll be a little bit. And there's Love Tasha's shoes in mine right here. But here's just a little bit of a visual again of some of the kicks that we saw. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the little recap video. Nothing too crazy, but I figured I'd show you guys what we did have here, and let me know what was your favorite that you saw maybe, and what was the favorites that you saw, maybe top three of any sneaker shows that you've been to in your area. And again, thanks for stopping in and watching. And again, thank you for all the people that actually recognize me in person and for stopping by and saying hey. And it actually means a lot to me that you guys took the time to stop me and introduce yourselves and stuff like that. It was really cool. Also, afterwards, I ended up going to the compound and shopping around over there and said what's up to some of the crew over at the compound. So shout out to them. I ended up getting a couple of T-shirts and stuff, and I'll do a maybe a pickup video here shortly with some of those things. And I think that's pretty much it. This video is pretty much coming to an end, just showing you the last couple pictures here from the events. But all in all, a lot of heat, small event, but fun nonetheless. Definitely a nice way to spend a Sunday, considering I wasn't able to make a Saturday event. So I didn't mind that it was on a Sunday personally, just for myself. It actually made it pretty nice. But that's pretty much it. If you guys missed the last couple of videos I posted on my channel, go back and check my my homepage and click the recent videos and check them out. Have a good one. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.